Seneb, divine love to everyone. Ashe Ashe. Today, I'm going to discuss the importance of listening to your inner conversation, focusing on your inner thoughts, and not giving power to other people's reality, but focusing on your inner power because self focus is the most powerful focus there is. The more you focus on yourself and focus less on others, the more powerful you become and the less powerful they become. But the moment you focus more on them and less on yourself, you give them power and you lose power, they gain power, but they become powerful and you become powerless. From you focusing more of your energy on them and less of your energy on yourself. So the key is to focus mainly on yourself. Listen to your inner conversation. Listen to your inner thoughts. And don't get absorbed into other people's realities. Because a person can be conversating to you. And the more and more you listening to their philosophies, and they could be, let's just say it's a negative person. Because even when it's a positive person, you still should not get absorbed into their reality, because even still there are many dark angels that come off as angels but really have a lot of emotional trauma, a lot of psycho spiritual trauma, that is. And what they will attempt to do is to pull you out of your reality and pull you into their reality and their way of seeing things. And this take place out of insecurities in a lot of cases. I always, not always, but in some cases, I tell a lot of people that competition, it's a good competition and it's a bad competition, I should say. But a lot of competition that we receive from individuals, whether we just meet or don't know or been knowing or whatever, it comes out of insecurities. You must have calm confidence in who you are. You must not, because to compare yourself is to forget your value. It's only one you. So to be in competition is to not give yourself the value or the credit that yourself deserves. So when you know your worth, your true value, then you know that there's no comparison, because each and every individual has been given something special and placed inside of them. I have something placed inside of me that is only able to be seen by me. So someone out here got a problem waiting on my solution, and they can only get it from me. And you have something inside of you that makes you special, that makes you real, that people can only get from you. So the key is recognizing that it's only one you, and that people compete out of insecurities and doubting who they are. So they have to prove and reassure themselves of who they are. But when you know who you are, you don't have to constantly have that obsessive thought of responding or showing a person or proving to them. That's more dealing with ego, with the lower self. But the more and more you transcend and rise above and transcend into your higher self, the less and less you are to compete, because you're gonna trust yourself, you're gonna know yourself, you're gonna have what I said once before, calm confidence. So we must stop focusing the energy towards them and start focusing the energy towards us. And the more we do that, the more we are able to master our reality and determine every outcome of every situation. Because the outcome of everybody movements that's around you is predicated around your energy, which is affecting their energy, which is affecting their thoughts in which they have. So You having a feeling of nervousness or insecurities or doubt in yourself may influence them or may give them more energy, because, or may even encourage them to feel more confident and dominant in a current situation. But the more and more you have faith in yourself, the more and more it takes away from them having extreme faith in themselves. So in order to have extreme trust and faith in yourself, you must focalize on your inner self and your inner thoughts and your inner conversation, because you, black man, and you, black woman, you are the master of your reality. So you must make sure that you master your reality and master who you are, because there will never be another you. Everything is different because you exist. Everything is different because you exist, black man. Everything is different because you exist, black woman. And everybody in your life is different because you exist. So my question to you is what's gonna be different because you existed? What's gonna be different because you walked into the room? What's gonna be different because you spoke your truth? Because you shared your philosophy. You shared your energy. Because it's not what you say, it's the energy in which you say it that makes all the difference. And it's not what you do, it's the way in which you do it that makes all the difference. So it's your presence and your essence that makes everything, everything. So know that you are truly magnificent. Know that you are truly courageous. Know that you are truly beautiful. Know who you are, and that you, black man and black woman, you define yourself. No one else can define you but you. See, many people are gonna try to put you in a box, but it's only possible only if you allow outside things to limit who you are. Because nothing can limit you. Only you can limit you. Because the only limitations are the ones we dare to place upon ourselves. The limit is only a limit because you, black man, and you, black woman, decide that it's the limit. But the limit is not even a limit. So you decide what makes the limit a limit. You decide what makes the greatest moment in your life the greatest moment. I decide this is one of the greatest moments in my life. Why? Because I decide what makes the greatest moment in my life the greatest moment. So I have the power within me to give birth and to create every reality and every outcome that I desire. So I'm gonna speak next on the next video about having no attachments to the end results, to the future outcome of things, and to be detached. But I'm gonna speak on a multiplicity of many different videos regarding a multiplicity of different things, regarding spirituality, becoming more spiritual, becoming more intellectual in thought, becoming more self-loving, more self-accepting, creating a more positive self-image, and destroying your negative self-image, and destroying your negative thought patterns, and neutralizing your negative thought patterns with positive, intellectual, productive thoughts to create and to manifest a new self-image of who you are, black man and black woman, because you are the mother and father of all civilizations. Every civilization, every race, every color, everything come from you. You gave birth, you laid down a foundation for all languages to exist. But we're the only people that don't speak our own language. So we must redefine who we are, because in the media we have been painted or depicted as a savage. But in ancient time, we taught the savage. We brought the European out of 1,000 years of dark ages of savagery against savagery against each other, white on white crime, you could say. The word slave comes from the word I believe Slav, or something of that sort, from whites enslaving whites. And at one point in time, there was nothing but black people on the planet. White people, Europeans are the newest people on the planet. It doesn't mean that we should hate them, but that doesn't mean that we should like them. And it doesn't mean that dislike is hate. But it means that we should dislike certain idiosyncrasies, certain philosophies, and certain ways of being that they display. So we must preserve who we are. Because when you see a bird, when you see a pigeon, you see pigeons with pigeons. You don't see pigeons having babies with eagles and seagulls and things of that sort. So eagles don't fly with pigeons. So we must preserve who we are as a race, as a whole, as a people. Don't get me wrong, there's only one race, but they have created a system whereas it promotes different or division, you can say, of separate races. And all things that exist, all things that you see that's created by the European is created from the foundation, the ancient science, the ancient knowledge and wisdom from our African spiritual systems and ancient Kemet, and even going back farther than that. Because, like I told you, black man and black woman, you are the mother and the father of all civilizations, of all sciences. You had the first university. You had the first book. You was the first dentist. You was the first author. You was the first mathematician. You was the first creator of the number system. You was the first creator of the language. You was the first engineer. You was the first one to travel. You travel to different dimensions every day that you sleep. And that dimension is also this dimension and vice versa. Because you're everywhere at once, in a sense. But that's just on a grandiose scale, on a grander scale, that is. But you are grandiose, black man. You are grandiose, black woman. Ashe, Ashe, Uncle